Hey there, boys and girls. In today's video, we're going to be covering something much more mature than usual. You might be noticing that I'm speaking at a much slower pace than usual. I'm usually upbeat, very vibrant. Not tonight. Today, we're going to be covering something pretty close to me and pretty sad. We're going to be covering habitat loss, which is the process of animals, creatures, and just anything really losing its natural habitat. What that means is forests, wetlands, rivers, deserts, anything you can think of being destroyed and paved over for anything. Farms, schools, supermarkets, homes. Animals lose their homes. Those plants, which have a much higher impact than you think, they get uprooted, which means we have less clean water from the trees, and less air from those same trees. Wetlands are protecting our ecosystems from storms that would flood the area if we didn't have wetlands, and we're cutting all the wetlands down and paving over them, which means there's going to be a lot more flooding, which we have already started seeing. This is less important, but we do start losing the natural beauty and the peace of the natural environment around us. But there are ways to help. You can, one, plant trees. I know that sounds kind of like a lot of work, but it helps clean up the air. It helps make homes for animals, prevent flooding, protect green spaces, which means just help grow back those forests and those wetlands. It helps support parks. Obviously, parks need trees most of the time. Forests, wetlands. Another thing you can do is to join community cleanups to remove trash from the rivers and the wetlands and the forests and everything. You can write to local leaders. This one is very important. Most people will forget that this is an option because we're kids, but you can just send in a letter at any time to anyone. You can go to meetings with your parents. You can just generally speak about what's going on. Ask for smarter development in the area and more protected lands around our homes. You can spread the word. Make sure you spread the word if you see this video that we need to keep this whole world together before it starts falling apart. Because it already is starting to fall apart, but we'll cover that in a different video on climate change. You can start a club or a campaign in your school. Again, just really, if you think about it, Virginia is a very beautiful place that we live in, and we've lost a lot of that natural beauty already. If you look at what Virginia just in general looked like 100 years ago. 100 years ago, just 100. I know that's a big number now, but like in the grand scheme of it, not that long. Just 100 years ago, it looked completely different. And just saying it again, you don't need to be like Superman. You don't have to be running around beating up anyone who chops down a tree. You don't have to do any of that. Just say something, do something. Your small actions matter a lot more than you think. This world is our home, so help protect it, guys. Have a wonderful day, ladies and gentlemen. It's Bubba.